Okay, fifth graders, we are wrapping up chapter 2 here. And we're starting with page 70, the vocabulary review. And I'm going to have you guys just do maybe three pages today, the vocabulary review, and then the 2 pages of the reteaching. Anyways, so looking at the vocabulary review here, I don't know, let's look at number 4 together here. It says, because of the blank, I know that 477.75 plus, and then in parentheses, 76 plus 196 equals 76 plus 196 plus 4. So they just changed the order. So it's going to be one of the words here from the word list. Let's see here. That would be one of the properties. And if you were to flip back in your book, you would see it's a commutative property of addition. And of course, they don't give you enough room to write that. Let's see here. Commutative property of addition. That's about the best I can do on my tablet here. So there you go. Number 4 is done for you. Let's see here. Let's scroll down. Number 9, explain how about let's take a look at that for a moment. It says, explain how the commutative property of addition and the associative property of addition and mental math can help you find 75.2 plus 57, and then in parentheses 57 plus 24. Well, let's see here. You can change the order. Let's see here, and regroup. To aid in solving. That's what I would put. All right. Let's see here. I don't know if that's what the book has, but that's what I'm going to put. And okay, so the reteaching pages, you did these in chapter 1. It's the same thing where, and I've said this before, so set A, what's nice is that it gives you the pages in your workbook, it gives you an example, and then they give you the problems. So set B, they give you the pages in your workbook, they give you an example, and then they give you some problems to do. So, there's not a whole lot for me to say or to teach or to go over because it's all right there. For set A, it says use mental math to add or subtract. You guys can do those. Set B, remember that compatible numbers can give a different estimate than rounding. Well, that's true. So it says estimate each sum or difference. Sum is addition, difference is subtraction. And it says to estimate. So I'm on number 2, for example. Estimate, I'm just going to call that 15. And I'm going to call this 4. 15 minus 4 equals 11. There we go. All right. So whether you use rounding or compatible numbers, you might get different answers, and that's okay. There's not necessarily one right answer for those. Oops, equals 11. Didn't mean to back those out. All right. So set C, you guys can do that. Add or subtract. Use place value blocks to help. So if you want to use place value blocks, you can. You don't have to. So I'm just going to say that. and leave it up to you guys. If place value blocks help, modeling like that helps you, hey, use it. Okay, that was set C. Let's go on to the next page, set D. Let's see here. Add or subtract, use place value blocks to help. Again, if they help you, do it. If they don't. Then just do the problem. Number 6 here, Talia measured 2 strings. The green string was 2.37 centimeters long. The blue string was 4 centimeters long. How many centimeters longer was the blue string than the green string? So here's a green string, and the green string was 2.37 centimeters. And there was a blue string. A blue string was 4 centimeters long. So I'm going to just do a little curly Q up here, and so that's definitely longer. And that's kind of hard to read, so I'll do that in a lighter blue here. And that was 4 centimeters. Notice I put the zeros there for place value. So we need to find the difference between the two. And so we're subtracting. You're subtracting those two. So you're going to have to borrow. All right? If you want to do it a traditional way. There's a couple different ways you could look at this. Let's see here. Several ways are going through my head that I could show you guys. The old-fashioned way would be to borrow from the 4. The 4 would become a 3. This would become 10, but you have to borrow from that. That becomes a 9. So the last 0 becomes 10. That's going to be 3, and 3 from 9 is 6, and 2 from 3 is 1. 1.63 centimeters left over. Another way you could have done this for subtracting 2.37, you could think of it as how much more do I have to add to 2.37 to get to 4? Well, if I added a 3 100ths, 0.03, that would bring me to 4/10. And how much of those would I have to add to become one whole number? I'd have to add 6/10, so I can put down a 6/0, and that would then become 1. And then so I would add that 1 in, and 1.00. Oh, I forgot the 4. Whoops, getting ahead of myself here. The 4 is what I had. Added 6, and then I added, I think I had it right here, 1. So what do we have here? 1.63. Yeah, that's the same thing. Okay. So, in this way it was a subtraction problem, but I kind of looked at it like adding to the 2.37. How much should I have to add to that to get to the 4? I don't know. I'm just throwing out some different ways for you guys to think about how to solve these problems. As long as you get the right answer, I am not too concerned on how you did it. All right? So, and that's really what this is about. It's about using strategies. And if your strategy works and you get the correct sum or the correct difference, I am not worried about it. All right, set E. What have we got here? Think about, let's see here. So answer these questions. What do you need to find before you can solve the problem? Think about that and write down your answer. Number 2, write equations to model this problem, then solve the problem. So they don't ask you to, well, I guess they consider the equations a model, so you're not having to draw blocks, for example. So, but if those help you, then go right ahead and do it. Okay, that's it. That's all I want you guys to work on today, and we'll grade this tomorrow. And I'll talk to you later.